Timer's ticking. Last chance to hit those likes. Let's get the party started.
Yo, it's the Grinch. It's the Grinch. You ain't getting any presents for Christmas this year. No presents. Hold on, guys. What's going on, guys? It's the Grinch. I'm stealing your Christmas this year. There ain't no Christmas rally this year. It's the Grinch stole Christmas. Enjoy your Christmas watching the charts go down. Oh, man. Sucks for you guys. I ought to be chilling watching the charts, all in cash. Alright. Have a good Christmas, guys. See ya.
Yo! What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? We got the Grinch coming in here. Holy moly, on a Friday night. Right before the weekend, we thought we were getting through the weekend unscathed, and the market decided to do a little whoopsie-doopsie on Friday night tonight. You gotta love it, man. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. I told you, I thought Bitcoin was gonna get bounced from 17K today. I went long up like 16.9. I did get stopped out of that long. It is what it is. You win some, you lose some. And Bitcoin is, chilling at 16,577. It has absolutely no chill today. Every time you think it's going to get a little bounce up, it's like, it just sort of,
Nope.
just says no, and it just wants to continue down. So, here's what we got, man. I mean, a pretty hefty move down today. I guess we got something to watch tonight. Let's see what we got. So, 16,589. Where are we at for BT Sizzle? Well, we smashed right through the 0.5 retracement. That's where I thought we were getting a bounce from. Bitcoin came in and said, hell nah, and smashed that. Now we're back down to the 618. So, What do we got going on, guys? I mean, is 10K coming?
Bitcoin's going to 10K.
I know you guys are all going to come in here and say 10K's coming, man. 10K's coming. Your owner said alts are down 13.50%. Yes, I can see that. Is this the lower low? Please, for the love of God, take the hat off so we can let's freaking go. The good thing is, I mean, if Bitcoin coming down, we haven't made the lower low yet, but if it does make a lower low, that means the Santa hat's coming off. And to be honest, would I be mad if I had to take off the Santa hat? I would not be mad if I had to take the Santa hat off. I'm going to be honest with that one. I would definitely be honest with that one. Anyways, let's get busy. Where are we looking at for BTC? Well, I mean, man, every time I think Bitcoin's going to bounce, it just keeps coming down here. So let's look at the most logical levels here. We got the 618 retracement where we're sitting right now. Bitcoin's actually kind of flirting with breaking that right now. This is, I've heard around the grapevine, this is the level a lot of people are looking at right here. Just from a simple standpoint as you sort of look here and you say, what's the confluence at this level? I mean, as Bitcoin kind of flirts with breaking it right now, what's the confluence at this level? We got the 618 retracement. We got some previous peaks looking over here, and we got our big 4-hour vector that was kind of staring us in the face. The whole time we were up there, we were saying, okay, this thing is still sitting here. They're going to come and take it at some point. And here they are. Now, you could argue this is just liquidity grab to the downside here. But let's see. Let's see if Bitcoin's got the juice to hold here. Let's go to that short-term time frame. Let's go to a 15-minute time frame here. Will Bitcoin hold the 618 retracement? If it doesn't, oh man, 16K could be coming quick, man. 16K could be coming hot and heavy as we watch the charts here tonight. Do it, BTC. Don't be scared. Listen, I mean, at the end of the day, at least we got something to watch. That's what I'll say about tonight. Get a green tree or something? I mean, I could. There is a Christmas tree over here. It's very, very nice. I had nothing to do with this Christmas tree. This Christmas tree was I had nothing to do with this Christmas tree. Nice acorns, nice ornaments. You got Santa Claus hanging off the top of it. It's pretty good. It's a good Christmas tree. Makes me very, very jolly along with the hat. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, let's pay attention to BTC. 16,564. Like I said, if it doesn't hold this level, I think around 16K is the most likely scenario next, which is the 786 retracement. All right, let's zoom back out a little bit. You got the 786 retracement coming right here, and you got the next previous low coming in right there at around 16,000, 16,100. So let's see what we got today, my man.
Whoa! Look at Bitcoin! Finally! All you bulls were getting so pumped over the CPI, and you fell for it again! All you horse guys. Oh, man, how many horse guys were born? A lot. I'll always be Jabba. I'll always be a big fat guy who loves Chinese food and loves to short Bitcoin. My short is in so much profits right now, guys. Let's freaking go. Bears, come on, let's party! See you guys later. See ya.
Thanks, Jobs. Thanks, Jobs. Jobs is having a time of his life right now. He's had a bad last few weeks, but he got a little redemption today as the whole move up got retraced. The whole move up since November 29th got retraced in one day. You gotta love Bitcoin, man. You gotta love Bitcoin. Bitcoin takes 2 weeks to grind up, then in one day, whoop, just insta dump straight back down. Man, we were saying up here, man, a lot of horse guys we're gonna turn into horse guys, and unfortunately, rest in peace for all the horse guys that got in on this wick, you know? And we're screaming.
We're going to 100K tomorrow.
We tried to warn you. Don't be horse guy up here, man. It's still a bear market until proven otherwise. Oh, man. Some brutal shit. Let's go check out the rest of the market, because the rest of the market's looking pretty shady. Real quick, let's look at Ethereum. Look at ETH, man. ETH wick down to about 1155 here. ETH is at an interesting point too, as ETH gets smacked to the downside. Now, ETH is kind of in between the 618 and the 786. I guess you got a previous low right here, but to be honest, I look at Ethereum and I say, I look at this and I sort of go, maybe I go to the daily and I say, holy moly, man. Hold on. This ETH continue down to that 786 retracement. And it takes a little bit of this inequality in the chart right here. We got a pretty big spike up, but we really never came back and took it. This ETH come and test that 786 at 1131. I don't know, man, but that is looking a little bit juicy there for ETH. I mean, some of the short-term time frame RSIs are a little bit oversold. I mean, it doesn't always have to mean a lot, but take that as it is, right? The 4 hour is at a 20. The 1 hour, I bet, is absolutely cooked. Yeah, 1 hour, you actually got a little bit bullish divergence forming here. Not confirmed, obviously, until you see some type of move to the upside. But you got a little bit of higher lows, lower lows on the RSI. Once again, take that with a grain of salt in a downwards market, because this could just continue down and this can be nullified. You got to see some sort of little bit of a bouncy bounce up here to sort of say, okay, this moves over and we can kind of go from there. But 1131. Looking a little shady there for Captain ETH, man. Let me see, I bought 100 file at 285. Too scared to go big. Who's scared, man? Let me know in the chat. We Friday was looking cozy. I mean, Bitcoin was chilling up here at 17K. It was looking kind of cozy for a little bit. We're like, all right, we might get through this week. Stock market dumps. Bitcoin, all right, doing too well. And then, Friday night, whoop. Who's scared right now? Let me know. Who's shaking in their gymborees? I would love to know who's shaking in their gymborees. We know Bob is. Bob's looking at the Fear and Greed Index right now, going nuts.
Wow. Shit, man. Fear and Greed Index is at a 17. Oh my. What am I supposed to do? I'm not buying. I'm too scared. I am way too scared. I think I'm going to go short right now. I'm shorting Bitcoin right now. This is a good opportunity. Wow. Holy moly, the trend. That's what they tell me. They tell me the trend is your friend until the end. So I'm going to short right now instead of shorting up here. All right, let's go short. Let me open up Bybit. I need a new referral link. Let me watch a Carl video. Let me watch a freaking Carl video. This will help me. Let me get a referral link. Hold on. Let me put it on real quick. Hold on. Where's Carl? Here he is.
And I'm here to bring you this cryptocurrency video.
All right,
Bitcoin has fallen out from this falling wedge, and I have made a 100x on my long position over here on Bybit. You guys should go use my Bybit link. Links down in the description. Bybit link.
We know! You like Bybit! All right, he got his link. He's going short. Some of you guys said you're excited. Let me see what you guys said in the chat here. Binance FUD getting heated. Yeah, man, the Binance FUD is crazy right now. The absolute Binance FUD is going absolutely nutburgers, man. People are looking for anything to sort of bring down the market. People want lower prices, man, so people are going to keep saying shit about anything, Like you said, people were spreading shit about Tether last week. Now people are spreading shit about Binance. What's next? People spread shit about Coinbase next week. That's the current state of the market we're in right now. And unfortunately, FUD can actually cause, people to withdraw from these things, and actually could cause a bad thing to happen. That's the thing, So let's see. Let's see what happens at the end of the day. 16,590 for BTC. We're just kind of chilling. Ethereum kind of just chilling at the moment too. BNB. I see a lot of people looking at the BNB chart and being like, holy shit, man, this could get a little bit dirty. And the reason why people are looking at it, and I kind of get it. Like, if you go to the weekly chart on BNB, if BNB smacks this level right here, oh, Lord, that could take a little bit of a tumble, man. Look at this. There's nothing in between here at 204 and all the way down here at $40. There is absolutely nothing there. Right? Not the spread FUD. I guess just looking at the chart for what it is. Right? Look at all this liquidity right here. If this breaks, there ain't much there. There ain't much here, to be honest. So let's see what happens with BNB too. Not gonna spread foot, just looking at the chart. You know, we're not looking at the news, but the chart is the chart. You got a little bit of a ogre pattern here, right? A little bit of a weird little left shoulder, weird little head, weird little right shoulder, kind of like the Hunchback in Notre Dame type of deal going on here. You know, instead of a left shoulder, head, right shoulder, but like a hunchback. You know, so we'll see if that breaks. But BNB, looking a little shady there on that chart, man. Let's see. It's not fun. It's a chart. True. True. Stop calling my dog, bro. Keith, I apologize, man. We ain't going to be calling no dogs. We want to go, whoop, whoop, whoop. I love how when I do that, all your guys' dogs are probably like, every time I go, whoop, whoop. All right, I'm done. No more dogs. But you should want your dog to come near you. You know what I mean? All right. I guess the chart that we were sort of talking about this morning for Bitcoin, man, is when Bitcoin broke this upward sloping support line on the daily. We sort of said, okay, if this closes below here and this is going to close also below the RSI level on this upward sloping RSI, little shady there, little shady. I mean, to be honest, this is sort of, I was expecting this, not today. You guys know my take that I was saying this morning. I thought they were going to come up and take this liquidity first and then make it come back down. But they just said, screw it, let's bring it back down now. The thing is, and then sort of, we sit here, we'd be kind of weird. There's still all this inefficiency on the top side here. When does that get taken, right? My thinking is this: if they want to just smack it back down, if they just want to smack it back down, just fill their, come back down, fill their long positions down here. Maybe even make a little deviation low or something like that. And then they want to bring it back up to take that liquidity. Which is kind of similar to what they did over here. You guys remember this consolidation period back over here where, we got a little bit of a move up, woo, and then they smacked it back down. You see the move? They just smacked it back down so tough. They moved it down, a little bit of a bear flag. Whoop, bear flag, whoop. There was no retraces. Kind of similar to what we're doing now. What did? They came back to the lows, and then they smacked it back up to take all that liquidity. And then they smacked it right back down. I could see something like that happening, where, when everyone gets bearish at the lows again, they bring it back up just to go sideways. You guys know my take. I personally don't think that Bitcoin's going to have a significant move, okay, outside of this general range until the end of January. My take, it is what it is. If we end up going to 14K or some shit, you can come and call me out. At this point, let's see what we got. Let's see. You showed us this move on the fractal yesterday? Yeah, on the stock market fractal. Listen, the stock market looks pretty shady to me. I was sort of ranting about this morning. That's, okay, I would love for Bitcoin to go up, but the stock market just looks pretty shady at this point. Now, one day can change that. I will always say this about the market. Can I do a quick rant alert about the market here? Can I do a quick rant alert? Okay?
Rant alert.
The market looks shady right now, but we know how the market works, guys. Next week, if we have a green Monday, you know how the market's going to be. Every one of their mothers going to be back on Twitter going, ooh, look at the Bitcoin. That was just the fake outs last week. We are going back up. Wow, 20K is back on the table. Let me make a video. Bitcoin go back to 20K. Wow. That was just a big fake out, wasn't it? Wow, I am bullish again. We know how this freaking market works, right? You get a big rejection. This is a pretty ugly weekly candle, though, on the S&P. Look at this. Giant wick on the top side. Oh, that is a brutal way to close the week. That is absolutely brutal, a way to close that week there. The last time you had a candle like that, if we look up on the S&P, was this candle right here. See this back from April? Big wick on the top side, smacked back down. And you had a continuation to the downside. I would say that this chart looks pretty ugly. This looks pretty freaking ugly for a retest back down to 3,700 or so. Though, I will always say I know how this market works. If Monday's green, everyone and their mother will be bullish again. Nothing changes sentiment like price. We know this. 3 days ago, we were all bullish. Now everyone's bearish again. Nothing changes sentiment more than price in the market, and that's why it's good not to overreact to 1 day's of price action. Because in reality, like I'm looking at the altcoin market here, I see minus 14%, minus 11, minus 14, minus 12, minus 10, and I say, okay, we've seen that all year. And I'm sort of talking short term here. Nothing would surprise me more than sort of Monday being a green day and everyone being bullish again. Though I will say the stock market looks pretty bearish. I will. And if you are that doom and gloomer out there, is there a sound clip Bitcoin going to 1K? Here we go.
Bitcoin's going to 10K.
There you go. There you go. If for all the doom and gloomers out there, we'll continue to look at this and you guys can do your thing. If you want to jerk off a little bit, you can jerk off. When we sort of overlay the big bear markets for the S&P in the past, this is when they started to take a tumble. Right now. Right freaking now. If we overlay every single one of these, 2000, 2008, and the current, put this right there. There we go. And the current, 2008, 2000, and 1976. This is when they all started to have a massive capitulation event. What could cause that? I don't know. To me, maybe nothing needs to cause that. But to me, to have a capitulation like this, I gotta say would be you gotta have some type of catalyst. What would be the catalyst to drop the stock market down to like 3K, 2,500, something like that? I don't know. But, this week was our chance to sort of deviate from that. We're sitting right here right now. This week was the chance to deviate from it. We were unable to, so I guess we continue to follow the Yellow Book Road if we're in the Wizard of Oz. Oh my God. Bob forgot to flush the toilet. Holy Lord. Bob forgot to flush the toilet. Jabba went to check the toilet. Jabba just went to take a shit. Wow. Well. What's wrong with my voice? Wow. I gotta take a giant crap, just like Bitcoin. Let's go to the bathroom. Wait, what the hell is in the toilet? Oh my God, that's the biggest thing I've ever seen. Bob, was that you?
No, that wasn't me. I swear.
Oh, Lord. But we'll keep checking the S&P. I mean, obviously, I don't like the way this looks at the current moment. But, at the end of the day, I guess you sort of roll with the punches and sort of you look at 3,700 as the next big support on the weekly for the S&P. So we'll take that as what it is. Bitcoin's still holding the 618 retracement, so we might have missed the dump. We'll see if it continues tonight. Let me see. Let me do a quick poll here. What will Bitcoin? And I may be doing an analogy as Bitcoin, as Bob taking the dump. I think it was me. I think it was me take the dump. Will Bitcoin, where will Bitcoin close the weekend? Where will Bitcoin close the weekend? Well, let's do a little fun little poll. Let's do above 17K. Let's do between 16.5 and 17. 17K. Let's do between 16K and 16.5K. Sorry guys, I'm really bad at typing this out. It's actually pretty sad. Let's say below 16K. Put it in the chat, man. Let's see what we got. Let me know what you think the weekly close is going to be this week. Let me know as we approach Christmas. We debunked something the other day when we said that typically, I mean, my assumption was this, that Bitcoin didn't have a lot of volatility during the holidays. Bitcoin actually tends to have a lot of volatility during the holidays. I'm not going to go check it again. We checked it this morning, but the last 2 times that we sort of have from Christmas time to the New Year's, okay, ended up actually being during the most volatile times for Bitcoin the last 2 years. Last year, it was a big dumparoo. The day before that, it was a massive pump. So, like me, who would assume that, okay, there's not going to be a ton of volatility. It's the holidays. You might see the most volatility in this holidays, man. Based off the last 2 years. Don't shoot the messenger, but that's sort of what we said. It will go below 16K tonight, said Bob. Bob asks, what's going on, buddy? Bob asks, whenever I see your name, I think you're Bob. Like, I literally think you're Bob, man. I literally think you're Bob. Keith said he doesn't care. Keith never cares, man. You kind of like Mike. I don't care either. Listen, I don't give a shit what Bitcoin does over the weekend. Bitcoin's going below 10K. It doesn't matter when. It's not about if. It's about when. I have my big stacks waiting to buy, but I'm not buying Bitcoin. I stick to stocks. Crypto is a scam. There's never any volume on Bitcoin, and it's never going to get it back above all-time highs again. I'm buying Tesla, all right? Guys, who cares about the weekend price action? Bitcoin's going to go down anyways. Guys, man. Oh, so sick of this bullshit. This crypto market's so friggin' boring, man. There's more volatility on the S&P. Shit, man. Thanks, man. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Mike. All right. The weekly time frame. Here we at. The weekly looks pretty bad on Bitcoin, man. I will say, like, we got a wick to 18.3, which if you look on the daily time frame, why was like 18.3, 18.4 such a big level for us? And we sort of talked about this when we were at the highs, and we sort of said, don't get excited yet. Don't be a horse guy who fumbles at the highs. Why do we not want to get excited? Well, that was actually the last daily close that Bitcoin had right here. We wicked to it perfectly and we insta-dumped. Not the thing you want to see at that current level, man. The weekly time frame, pretty shady weekly candle. I'm not going to lie. Pretty shady. Usually when you see these types of candles, you usually do get a little follow through. And sort of, you're sort of there. I think going into next week, I mean, we want to see, what does Bitcoin do here? Does Bitcoin sort of hold the lows? I mean, what is going to go down? Right? We had some nice things on the weekly time frame popping up. We had the stock RSI, the weekly cross up, bullish div on the weekly. What will Bitcoin do as it approaches the lows? If I was to guess, and you guys know my take, if we go to this chart, I think Bitcoin and it's to me, unless you see a crazy thing happen, like BNB going nuts to the downside, or something crazy like that, which I guess you never can count out in the current market, because I feel like something shady happens in crypto every single damn day. Is it just me? Is it just me? We ain't going to be getting no grandmas asking how to buy Bitcoin anytime soon.
Jordan, how do I buy
I'll tell you that right
Bitcoin?
now. I'll say this, though. I'll say this. What I think is going to happen is Bitcoin probably comes and tests the lows, okay? After a certain amount of time, comes and tests the lows. Maybe it comes up, comes down again. Tests the lows, it holds it, and we just kind of go sideways here until at least the end of January, man. That's my expectation. And then just even if we go and test the lows, I guess nothing's going to change there for me. I guess it's just a sideways action, right? Where sort of everyone gets pumped at the highs and bearish at the lows. I don't expect much to really change here until you get some type of catalyst, right? Give me a catalyst that breaks Bitcoin to 14K. I would not be surprised if one pops up at some point, man. Like I said, one pops up every single day, right? One day we have, it's Halloween. Oh yeah, FTX is scamming every single crypto customer, $2 billion, right? And then all of a sudden you got Thanksgiving comes around. And then Thanksgiving we got, yada howdy, Luna stablecoin going to zero. Celsius going to 0. Right? And then we got Christmas. Right? Merry Christmas. Even Jimmy spreading FUD on Christmas. Guys, strap up. Binance is going to 0. Binance is going to 0. So is Tether. We're going to go up after that, though. Trust me. Trust me. We're going to wick down to 10K, and then we're going to the moon when we get new stimmies. I wouldn't be surprised at anything. Wait, what do Cowboys have to do with Thanksgiving? I have no idea, man. I have no idea. I just picked the Cowboy. Holy guacamole. Ah, man, what a Friday. What a Friday we got. Caroline, sweet Caroline. The 50 and the 200 MA on the weekly. Man, moving averages are moving averages. Like, listen, let's bring up our moving averages. Let's bring them up. Look at our moving averages here, man. Really, the only moving averages I'm worried about at this point is the 20 and the 50, and when we gonna go over those. When we gonna retrace back above those. Bitcoin ain't going to the moon until we get back above those. At the very, very least. If we bring up, say, the 200 and the 300, bring those up real quick. 300, look at that perfect rejection off the 300, right? So there was a time we were hoping for the 200 to be support. Okay, and that didn't work out for us. Didn't work out for us very well. We smacked through it at 22K, came down, then we broke through. Then look what we did. We came down, we broke through the 300 moving average, which people are saying, okay. The March of 2020 crash, we went to the 300-week moving average. Bitcoin breaks through that. What did we do this week, though? Look at this. We confirmed it as resistance, and we got insta-dumped straight after testing it as resistance. So there goes the 300-week moving average. I guess now is it the 400-week moving average, right? There's some other people who talk about this. The 400-week moving average. Let's see where that is. Let's just extend it out. Let's have a little fun. Let's see where that's sitting right now. So I think I've seen other people talk about this in the past, but in the first bear market, Bitcoin bounced off the 200-week moving average. In the second one, it bounced off the 300-week moving average. Do we come to the 400-week moving average this time? Where is that sitting right now? You can't make this shit up, man. And I will say this. Like I said, I ain't calling no bottoms anymore. There is so much confluence at 14K. Look at where the 400-week moving average sits. It is sitting at 13,800 at the exact point that this June 2019 high is sitting. You can't make this shit up, man. It's almost rigged at this point. But yeah, 13,800. So let's see. I think if Bitcoin does break this low, 13.8 is that next logical point where every one of them others calling for. So let's see if we get there. There is a lot of logic to that point, I will say. I definitely will say. Let's see. Clear bullish divergence at an important weekly level. There is. There has been weekly divergence for quite a while, That's one thing we were looking at over here. When Bitcoin was here, we had bullish divergence. Obviously, that was starting to play out, FTX, boop, and then we sort of continued down. So that's where we are at, man. Next week, a lot of it depends on what the S&P is going to do on Monday. Okay, the DXY, man, I've been sort of talking about this all week. The DXY looks like it's going to break to the upside. So far, look at this wedge. Look at our little wedgie, man. Never doubt the wedgie. This looks bullish going into next week. I'm not going to lie. I ain't going to sit here and lie. The DXY looks extremely bullish going into next week. I don't like to fade the wedge. And this one actually broke out today. Oh my God, who's fighting outside, man? Is it Becker? Christ, man, it's Becker. Yo, get out of the way, man. Get out of the way. I'm going to try to bang someone's mom, man. Oh my God. Do you want me to bang your mom? Oh, your mom's in the car with you? All right, come out. Oh, your mom already wants to bang me. All right, get out of the car. Get out of the car. Yeah, listen, honey. I don't own Cardano. I know your son owns Cardano, and that's why you're not attracted to him, okay? I don't own Cardano. Oh, you want to come home with me? All right, hop in. All right, yeah, your mom's with me. Go, asshole. You're supposed to drive in New York. All right, you're not supposed to sit here in New York. Move, asshole. Oh, man. But no, this does look like it's coming up next week. I'm not gonna lie. The DXY coming up like this, right, would not be good for the stock market in Bitcoin. Like let's be real. Let's keep it 100 here. This would not be very good. So once again, my outlook kind of stays the same. I think it's more likely Bitcoin does something like this, and just kind of test the lows and sort of, if we get some type of catalyst next week that sort of pushes up lower, 13.8 is sort of the level we're watching for. I don't think that happens unless, unless like this BNB shit really is the real deal and people keep bank running BNB, man. It's about where we're at. It's about where we're at. We're at, like I said, we're in that grind out phase. The stupid grind out phase, man. Let me ask you guys in the chat. At this point, okay, everything we've seen this week, okay, as sort of, we absorb the CPI, we absorb, because we sort of asked this question. We asked this question a couple before all this news, okay. We asked, when will Bitcoin get back above 30K again? And most people were pretty optimistic. Most people were saying, some people were saying February, March. Most people were saying somewhere in between March and June that Bitcoin would be above 30K again. I want to ask you guys that same question today. Now that the price action is the opposite of last week, what is now your opinion? When will Bitcoin break back above 30K? Has it changed? Has it not changed? Let me know in the chat. Let me know. I said May, all right? And I guess I sort of stick to that 30K, Let's see. Not until spring. 3 years from now, said Psycho. Psycho. March, I think 9K. Holy guacamole. May. You guys are copying me, man. May, April. Let's see. I bought B&B Christmas Day. That Christmas Day. That would be awesome. If Bitcoin just blasts off. Let's see. June, May, February. It's probably going to be here for another 6 to 12 months. I can agree with that. It's coming any minute. Tomorrow, November 2026. April. I'm thinking May, right? And just because we go over 30K doesn't mean we're going to the moon. I want to make that clear. It can just be one of those rallies that you see in sort of sideways action. That's really it. Clint said probably never. Oh, God. Clinty boy, you wouldn't be here if you think Bitcoin was never going below 30K, never going above 30K again. You would not be here. I don't think anyone would be here if they never thought Bitcoin was going above 30K again. Bottom between March and May. Nice. Ultimate Gandhi said a sound clip. Oh, let me play it one more time for you, man.
Bitcoin's going to 10K.
There you go. Can you guys hear that well, by the way? Let me know. Christopher Mobley said, can you check out Radar? I got you, Christopher Mobley. I like your last name, man. Mobley is a pretty sick last name. I love that last name. Mobley. You know why? Because if you guys watch basketball, Evan Mobley, I was a big fan in the draft, and he played out pretty well. So I like to give myself props. Radar. What do we got in this guy? Let's go to the daily. What do we got on this guy? Well, I mean, I guess this one's kind of doing the opposite of BTC, I guess. It sort of was dumping when BTC was pumping, and then now it's kind of pumping when Bitcoin's dumping. I guess this one is just an absolute wick fest. Just wicking up. Really no momentum, though. Just a bunch of wicks to the upside. Just kind of a continuation. I mean, it just seems to just wick or close right at this trend line and then kind of wick above it, come down lower. Wick. Though, I sort of look at this one. Actually, bring it up over here. Let me move this down. I sort of look at this one. I say, okay, if you believe that Bitcoin ain't breaking the lows, it's a pretty good chart. If you believe Bitcoin ain't breaking the lows, if you think Bitcoin's just going to go sideways for the next month or so, I sort of like this chart. If we go to the weekly chart, like if this wasn't a crypto, you know, because sort of altcoins are altcoins, you know, that they're going to follow BTC most likely. But, you know, if this wasn't a crypto, like if this was something else, I would actually really like this chart. You sort of come down in a channel, form a double bottom, high or low, and you sort of run out of room here. I would expect an upside move. It's just that it's a crypto, you know? So you sort of got to take it with a grain of salt a little bit. But, no, I do like the chart. Just always make sure you know it's an altcoin. It's going to follow BTC. Long-term chart, this one looks pretty dope, though. So if you believe Bitcoin is going to go a little bit lower, maybe hold 15.5 and then get a move up to the upside at some point, you know, into the middle of January, something like that, this could be a good play. But just be a little bit, I heed caution with that one. You know, I definitely heed caution with that. Big move up on the weekly, retrace the whole move, take the vector candle, whole thing. Not too shabby, not too shabby. Next year is already getting rejected. Rejected. Let's see. I think around 7 to 8K, then 14K. Just a bunch of wicks. Summed up most assets. There you go, man. That works for you. That works for you. All right, guys. I'm not going to spend too much time on tonight just because, you know, seems like the dump for Bitcoin kind of ended tonight. Let's take the weekend, all right, guys. Take a little bit time off the charts, man. All right, let's take the weekend, okay? Let's regroup. Let's see where we end up, okay? I'll be back on Sunday night. It's going to be a short stream today. I'll be back on Sunday night. Let's see where Bitcoin ends up. Something tells me we'll just kind of be exactly where we are now, in this range, you know, somewhere between 16 and 17K, most likely. It's the weekend. I don't expect any major moves on the weekends. I never really do, especially right now. There used to be a day back in the day where we'd see the best moves were on the weekends. Now, you don't got shit on the weekends, man. But this is one point Bitcoin can get a bounce from. If this one does break 16.5, we'd be looking at, you know, around 16,100. I don't expect one of those to break this weekend. I really, really don't. If we're gonna break those levels, I don't expect it to be till Monday, man. Where we decide to see, okay, does the stock market continue lower? If it does, Bitcoin is probably going to continue lower here. All right. So, let's do the poll real quick. Where will Bitcoin close the weekend? Oh, Lord. Look at this poll, man. Do I counter trade? Do I counter trade the poll? I do it sometimes. I'm not going to lie. Do I counter trade the poll? Oh, man. That's a pretty hefty bearish poll, bro. Let's see. John said, we don't do shit on the weekends. Bitcoin proceeds to crash to 10K in 2 days. That would be like old school Bitcoin. Let's see. So we have 40% of people think Bitcoin's going to close below 16K. Let's see. 16 to 16.5, 22. Yeah, so 40% of people think it's going to be below 16K, 22% above 17. Do I counter trade the poll? We'll see. Maybe I will. Anyways, I'll catch you guys later. Catch you guys on Sunday night. Take it easy. Take some time off the charts, man. Enjoy your weekend. And let's get ready for a fresh week next week, which, you know, I guess we sort of say it's going to be a big week every week. But considering how the stock market moved this week, it could be another big week for as far as volatility goes. All right? Later. Peace. Adios. Later.